Soul Simmers, it's ThatSimminWitch here, and we are back for Makeover Mondays, and this time we are doing the Akiyama family from Mount Komorabi. So in the household description of this family, it says that they basically moved from the city back to Kado, the dad's hometown of Mount Komorabi, for an easier life, like a slower pace of life, despite the commute to their jobs. I think they're both salary persons in their career, but when he gets back to Mount Komorabi, he realizes that his high school sweetheart has moved back recently as well, and he's like struggling to deal with his feelings. For me, I have my own little added law. Like, I really like this family because you can like play happy families or you can play a little bit of drama, and I like the drama side, so I tend to think of Kado as someone he's like, because one of his traits is proper. I feel like that he's very like rooted in tradition, and like he's quite formal and he's quite a cold person, so I kind of like to think of him as a little bit of a like misogynist. He, like, when I did his likes and dislikes, he was into sort of like things that would be classed as like masculine or manly, and the things that I sort of made him dislike were things that were more feminine, and I think that like part of this tradition, as you'll see, like his clothes are all very formal, and like he doesn't really have like relaxing clothes, if that makes sense. I just have that sort of like picture of Kado, whereas Jenna is the complete opposite. Like, his wife is just so warm and loving, and all she wants to do is just love her family and like raise her kids. And yeah, I think like there's definitely a strain between their marriage, and I do think that he does still have a thing for Megumi. So in my save, I haven't done it yet, but in my save file, I am going to give him a little bit of romantic attraction and romantic relationship with him and Megumi, because I feel like they would maybe have an affair, and like I can see like Jenna having doubts about her relationship. Like, if you get all the bottles from the My Wedding Stories collectibles, there is like a letter that is like about Jenna, and about like her doubts in her marriage. So I think that kind of like plays into it. But yeah, that's kind of like my little intro to the family, especially Kado. I'll get onto the kids when we get closer to them. But yeah, that's what I really, really think of Kado. So like when I was picking his clothes, I did go for like blues and greens because they're cool colours, and I think he is like quite a cold person. And I did go for very formal clothes, as you'll see as we go along. So, even though he's like rooted in tradition, when I was picking his clothes, I was thinking of like traditional, but also like with a modern element. Since he's like lived in the city and stuff like that, I thought that like it wouldn't just be that he was very traditional and very formal, but he would also have that like sort of modern element as well. So when I was choosing clothes, I was thinking not only of the colours for the blues and the greens, but I was also thinking about like what patterns and like the styles and stuff. So like he's got quite a lot of florals, like on this suit jacket that he's wearing for his very first outfit. The florals are kind of the ones that I've tried to pick have been ones that sort of like remind me of like Japanese art, or like when you like see like the patterns on like kimonos and stuff like that. They're kind of like they're the kinds of florals that I've gone for, that kind of like look like cherry blossoms and like that kind of thing. And and I wanted him to look like a little bit modern and a little bit chic, so that's kind of what I've gone for. I did make his hair long instead of having short hair. I think, I don't know, this is something, it like fit. When I put that hairstyle on, I did carry on looking, but when I put that hairstyle on, I was pretty sure that that was the one that I was going to pick. It just feels like it fits with his sort of like traditional but also modern kind of mix. So yeah, that's like was always in the back of my mind when I was picking Kado's clothes. So like his everyday outfit, his second one, is probably one of his least formal outfits. I still put him in a shirt and he still had like proper trousers on instead of like jeans or something. But yeah, I kind of wanted it a little bit relaxed, but not like too relaxed, that he would still be like in suitable clothes for like wherever he was going. I just get that vibe from him. I don't know why, considering like there's a very big difference between what I put Kado in and what he was given originally by EA. I just get all these vibes from Kado, and like he's not my favorite person in the household, and I just like think that he's very cold, and like I don't think he cares about his family as much as he cares about appearances. And like later on you'll see his influence on his son Taku, like and especially in the formal wear for Taku, like it's important for Kado to sort of like impose his like views about being traditional and formal and proper. So that kind of like is then pushed onto Kado, because Kado is his boy. Like he's not so fussed about Miki, but his son is important that he also be respectful and proper and like continue on with tradition. So when I was picking his formal outfits, I was kind of like thinking about the kind of events he would be going to in his clothes, and like in the back of my mind, like they're not a particularly rich family, but I feel like Kado thinks that he is, like that he wants to project that to the world, that he's actually well off and that he's doing very well for himself, and that his family are very comfortable in their life. So I picked clothes that kind of like looked like quite expensive for his formal wear, and that would maybe project that kind of thing, like him putting on appearances to appear like he has more money. And like his first one is like tails, like a suit with tails, and I think that like he would think that was like him showing how wealthy and like how well he was doing, but also he'd kind of like have an idea that maybe he would get to go to these events where like the rich and like higher like class of people, if you like, would be going to, so that that's why he wants to make sure that he really looked the part, like that he looked expensive, that he looked like he was like in designer clothes and he knew how to dress for the appropriate occasion. For his second formal outfit, I did dress him down slightly, so he still has like the suit on, but he has a shirt without a tie and like it's undone. And I was kind of thinking that this would be like his like formal attire for like if he had work events to go to, like where they need to be like nicely dressed but not quite as formal. Like he shouldn't be too overdressed, like he knows when he needs to hold back a little bit. So yeah, that's what I was thinking for his second formal wear. And like I like one of the things I did to make it look a little bit more modern, like I did debate putting socks on him. I couldn't decide, but I decided for him to not wear socks, and that really skeeves me out in person. Like if a guy doesn't wear socks with loafers, but I just thought that like it is like something that's like a little bit more modern. So he's got a few outfits where he's like that, where he doesn't have his socks and you can see his ankles, and yeah, he does want to look like more fashionable, rather than like yeah, like too old fashioned, even though he does like his traditional like things. So his athletic wear was very difficult to like decide what I wanted to put him in. Obviously he's not very casual, he's very formal, and athletic wear isn't formal, it's very casual. So what I decided to do for his athletic wear was, instead of trying to make him look formal, I was going to try and make him look like he'd spent a lot of money on his athletic wear. So I wanted them to look like they were the most expensive sportswear brands that he could find, basically. So for the first one, which is for when it's a little bit colder, he's got that like long sleeved top. I thought that looked like really like sort of very expensive, and sort of like something that maybe like a professional athlete would wear when they were working out or something like that. So yeah, that's kind of like what I decided to go for with that. I did really struggle with the trousers. Like I wanted them to kind of match the darker colour at the top of that top, but it was, yeah, I was struggling to find it, and these jogging bottoms, they were the closest that I could get. So yeah, that's what I went for. His second athletic outfit, where it's one for when it's maybe a little bit warmer, I did go for a like body warmer kind of thing. I think that's from Adventure Awaits. But yeah, I wanted it because like, I don't know, it kind of like shows his muscles off, and it kind of like looked quite expensive again. So that's kind of like what I was thinking. Like he's got like trainers that look like pretty expensive trainers, and that would be good for working out in, and yeah, that's like sort of what was playing on in the back of my mind for his athletic wear. When it came to his sleepwear, I really wanted him to like look like he had like proper pajamas, if you like. So for one of them I went for like this one with the like the trousers and the open like dressing gown top, because I thought like it looks quite expensive, like it's part of a set, like he spent a decent amount of money on it, but at the same time like it also like would do for the warmer weather. And then for the second one I actually went for some pajamas from the new Royalty and Legacies pack, just because like they're really like posh and they look sort of like they're silk pajamas. So that's what I was thinking, like that he wanted, like even in bed he wants to look like he's doing well, and that like is expensive, and yeah, that that's what I was thinking. So when it came to his party wear, I wanted him to still be quite formal, but maybe a little bit less formal than his formal outfits are. So I kind of went for like, when I was choosing, I was kind of like thinking that I wanted something that was maybe like a little bit more fun, a little bit less like stodgy, or like, I think that's kind of like the word that I'd want to use. So the first one was this nice little like green suit from Business and Hobbies, I believe, but I really liked it. Like it's kind of like got a retro modern vibe. Like I just thought it really like it suited what I want. It like was the unusual color with it being that like greeny color, and yeah, with it like being, it looks like it's made of cord, so it's like a little bit less like expensive looking, like fabric wise and stuff. And then like the second one, I went for this one where it's like sort of got the mix of colours, like the blue and the yellow. Like although I mostly stuck to blues with Kado, the like when I have used like colours that are slightly warmer, I try to like mellow them out with blue still. Just like, yeah, I just really think that he's that they really fit his personality, like his like coldness, if you like. His swimwear I wanted to be quite classic, so I just put him in some plain black like swimming trunks, like budgie smugglers. Just because like, yeah, I thought that he would just keep it classic and simple, and like when he's in his swimwear, he's there to swim, not to really do anything else. So he's all about the swimwear, and not about like lounging around in his swimwear or whatever, like at the beach. So yeah, that's what I was thinking with that. For his hot weather outfits, the first one I put him in a polo shirt, just because with it being hot, I thought that he'd want something like quite a bit less casual than what he would normally wear, but also like just to make it more formal, I did pick one that was like tucked in, so it kind of like formalizes it a little bit. And then I put like the sort of like shorts on him with the little turn ups, just like because I thought that also made it look a little bit formal too. And then for his second one, I did go for this top, like I kind of went for floaty for his like second one, because I was thinking that's for like when he's at home and like chilling out, and that like maybe he would want something that was like comfortable for chilling out at home in the hot weather. So that's why I kind of went for like, it looks traditional, but it's also like really quite casual, like just for him to like be around his family and not be like outside in the world looking like that. So I had a struggle with his final outfits for the cold weather. The outdoor one really specifically, because of his hair, it kept glitching through all the ones that I like, the outfits I wanted to put on him. Like I wanted him to have like a really good winter outfit because of him enjoying like rock climbing and snowboarding and skiing. Like I really wanted to make sure he was well wrapped up. But yeah, so what I did is I focused first on his indoor one, where I put him in this like little blue sweater and some slacks, and like I quite like the tuck in the side of the like of that jumper. I think it like makes it look a little bit more formal, but also it's like warm enough for him to like strut about at home or like indoors somewhere in that outfit. Yeah, so I focused on that before like I really like delved into his like outdoor one, because I hadn't figured out exactly what I was going to do. So while I was doing his indoor cold weather fit, I did remember that there were some hats that would completely hide like the Sims hair when you put them on. So what I decided to do for his outdoor cold weather fit was to put him in whatever outfit that I decided, and hope that one of the hats that hid the hair would match with whatever I chose. If not, I was going to put the hat on and then like work the outfit from the hat, but it worked out in the end because I remembered the life and death one, and that has like a grey blue colour swatch. So yeah, that's Kado all done and dusted. But yeah, I think he has the vibe that I want him to have. I don't know if he'll be everyone's cup of tea, but for me, this is who Kado is. That's how I see him. And for my save file, that's all that matters. But if you do want to download him, he is on my gallery, along with the rest of the family. My gallery ID is ThatSimminWitch. I put a little link in my bio to it, and also I put my actual name in the description of the video, so that like if the link doesn't work for whatever reason, you should hopefully be able to find me. But yeah, if you do want them in your game, then obviously you're free to download them from my gallery. But yeah, we're gonna move on to Jenna, and I do absolutely love Jenna. There is something about her that just is like really warm and comforting, and yeah, it makes me absolutely love her. But she I picked a lot of like outdoorsy and active things for her, given her like her traits. One of them is like loves the outdoors, and the other one is like athletic, and she's also a perfectionist. But like I kind of really like wanted to reflect that in her likes and dislikes. Yeah, she's just really cute. So I did give her a C-section scar because Taku and Miki are twins, so I kind of thought that like often twins, like, or at least one of the twins, are usually delivered via C-section. So I decided to add a little C-section scar and some stretch marks. She also got some tattoos. She got that like nice flowery one on her back, and I can't remember, did I give her another one or not? I was going to, but I can't remember if I actually did or not. Or yes, I did the moth on her arm. I remember now. I couldn't remember if I decided against it or not. But yeah, I just wanted some like sort of pretty like feminine kind of tattoos, and like I think also she's really cool. She has like this cool air about her, so I wanted her to kind of like look cool. And some of the outfits that she has in like originally are just not good enough for my Jenna. So that that was kind of like my basis for her. But her very first everyday outfit, I picked this jumper from I think it's from Country Living, but it's like one of my favourite jumpers in the game. I like to give it to quite a few sims, but I think it just really reflects Jenna. Like, it's nice and warm for like living in the cold climate of Mount Komorabi, but also it's like very floral and like pink and like a little bit girly but not too girly, and I just paired it with some like bootleg jeans and some boots, I think I put her in, and I did add like for her, I added some body details other than like I forgot that I was going to make her really freckly, so I had to go back and re-edit her body and add some freckles on her body from that end, because yeah, I wanted lots of freckles on her, like on her body and her face. But yeah, I think, oh, look at her, she's so cute. So I did decide to change her hair up. I wanted something a little bit more like cool. I was considering the space buns that like are on top of the head, but in the end I ended up going for I believe it's a For Rent one, where it's got like the hair in bunches at the back, but they're like tied in little bows. I just think it like really frames her face nicely. She looks really, really cute, and like the fringe is perfect, and yeah, she just looks really sweet. Obviously I gave her the highlight like I do all of the sims that can have the highlight. I didn't give her eyelashes because she has got eyes that have the top lashes, so I just did the liner on the bottom, and I changed up her makeup slightly. I wanted something like, I don't know, I thought like her eyeshadow originally made her look a little bit sickly, so I did like a really subtle one. I didn't want her to have like loads of uh eyeshadow on, or for it to look really heavy. I just sort of like wanted a little bit of like color around her eyes, and my main focus really was her lips and her cheeks. Like I wanted to make sure she had like nice like pink cheeks, so that was important. And her lips, like I wanted them to not be too like bright, but I also wanted them to be like matte lipstick, so that's what I kind of was thinking for her, and I think she looks absolutely adorable. But then her second everyday outfit for like if the weather's a little bit warmer, I went for this cute little knitted top. I kind of liked the aspect that it was knitted, kind of like because of sort of like carrying on the sort of like colder weather in Mount Komorabi, but I like how it kind of has the ombre effect, like the pink to the yellow, like it kind of is quite like makes it a little bit cooler than some of the other swatches of that top. And I also really liked her the trousers that I put on her. I ended up putting on like purple trousers. I thought that like it was a little bit more fun than putting on just like normal like denim like collared jeans, like the blue denim. So yeah, I wanted her to be like have little like elements of fun and like whimsy, but I also wanted her to look really cool and like you just like want to be best friends with her. When it came to her formal outfits, I did struggle. Like it took me quite a while. I think I looked at like pretty much every asset in the game before making up my mind. Um, but in the end, for the very first one, for when the weather's a little bit chillier, I or also kind of thinking like with work she'd have a work event maybe that she needed to go to. I did go for one of the full body outfits that was like one of the suits, and I believe it's from My Wedding Stories, but it's like a pink one, and I like the colour and I like the fit. Like it gives her like shows off all her curves, and it just like makes her look like really professional and like she should be like kicking ass. um, so that's kind of what I wanted for like one of her outfits for formal. And then the second formal outfit, I did keep in mind what I said about Kado, how he would think that he would be going to like sort of events where like the rich went, and like he'd want to dress and look the part. So I kind of wanted to give Jenna a dress that like she could accompany him to, just on the off chance that he did actually get invited to one of those kinds of events. So I did give her like a really pretty pink gown that I believe is from the Royalty and Legacies pack, but it's like it is very formal and like kind of yeah, kind of looks like it could be a wedding dress or something, but like I thought it just like she should be nice and dressed up, and like she would want to do that. Like she is really devoted to her family, and she absolutely adores her family, and she adores like Kado. So I thought that she would want to do that for him, even though she's pretty sure she's never ever going to go to an event that will require such a formal dress. I did consider changing her hair for a formal wear, but I really couldn't find one that I liked that kind of had the right vibe for what I wanted. So yeah, I ended up sticking with her like little bows in her hair, and yeah, I did give her a slightly bolder lipstick, and I did give her jewelry as well, because yeah, I wanted her to like look a little bit more like snazzier than what she than what she would do day to day. And yeah, I just think she looks really cute. I really like the suit on her, like, more than the dress. I just think it really suits her. Like, it's perfect for her like body shape, and like it's kind of like the outfit that I think that I could see her wearing the most. Like, like of the two outfits, I just think that it's like very very sort of like something that she's like, yes, I want this, I feel comfortable in this. It's feminine, but it's also like powerful, and it has a little bit of masculinity like to it as well. So it's like, yeah, she looks really cool, and yeah, I'm obsessed with how Jenna looks in her formal wear. But like, if I was kind of like thinking, if I was to play this family in my save file, I would probably end up getting Jenna to leave Kado. She gets like, I think she'd get fed up with his obsession with his high school sweetheart, and like, I think she would find out that like he was in a relationship with Megumi, and that like she should, like, she knows that she can do better. So she would leave him, and she'd take the kids, and they'd go and live and just be like happy and like have fun, and they'd get to be like real rambunctious children and like live their best lives all together. And then she would finally find like another person to join her in her life, and maybe she'd have a baby with them as well. But I think like, yeah, if I was gonna play them, I would be off with Jenna and the kiddos and making a new life there. But like, we're gonna like move on to her athletic outfits, because she's an athletic sim. I really wanted like her outfits to sort of look the part. So for the slightly cooler weather one, I did do like a hoodie and jogging bottom set with like a little like crop top underneath, just because like I wanted it to look like she'd purposefully bought them. She wasn't just wearing whatever she happened to have lying around. And then her second one was like the little workout outfit from Adventure Weights. I haven't really used that much, but I quite liked the colours, and yeah, I just wanted her to look like she'd purposefully picked her workout stuff, like that it was one of the things that is important to her. And for sleepwear, I just wanted her to be like cozy. So yeah, this first outfit, she's got this like cardigan with the like little crop boob tubey thing underneath it, and I end up pairing that with some really baggy jogging bottoms, and just like, I just want her to be like nice and warm, and I can see her like sort of like in the evenings chilling out around the house like that, and like getting all snuggled, and like, yeah, like really like enjoying being like nice and warm and toasty. And then yeah, for a second one, I wanted her to be like nice and cool, so she has like a silky vest top and some like knitted shorts. I wanted to keep the knitted vibe again, because of sort of like her living in Mount Komorabi and her needing a lot of knitwear to keep her warm with the colder climate. So like, yeah, I do end up kind of like thinking of like little things like that that kind of go for Jenna. So her party wear, like, I wanted her to be quite feminine. Like, she doesn't get to be really feminine a lot because of her job. She works in like a male dominated job, and like most of the time she's running around after her kids, so she doesn't really get time to dress up and look like really feminine. So I ended up doing this first outfit, which is one of the little like dresses from Lovestruck, with it being like layered with the like little see-through like little shrug thing. I really like this dress. I like the colours of it as well. Like the pink is a really nice pink, and I just think it looks really nice. Like the fit looks really nice on Jenna. Like it suits her body shape, and yeah, I think she just looks really cute. I did put it with big heels, and I did use tights. I just thought that like it would be nice when it was a bit cooler, that she'd want to be a bit warmer. She wouldn't be one of those people that like walks around in party clothes that are too cold. She does like, she likes her warmth. And then her second one, I ended up just with this little base game pink dress. Like I just thought it was like nice and simple, and it is very feminine, that one. Just like, yeah, I just really liked how it looked, like the fit, and that it was so feminine on her. So with her swimsuit, I did change her into a one piece. I just really like the asymmetricalness of that swimming costume, and like it looks really nice on her body. I did also remove the weird makeup and give her better makeup. I don't know like why she randomly had the eyeshadow on, but yeah, I changed that up. But like moving on to her hot weather outfits. Her very first one, where she would wear out and about, I did this like little dungarees and crop t-shirt, like full body outfit. I really like this this outfit. I do like to put that on quite a few Sims when I make Sims. And I paired it with the like sandals. I can't remember what pack they're from, but I really like those sandals as well. Like I think they look like good comfortable sandals that like sensible people would wear. But I really liked the combination, and I gave her like the hat from For Rent. I kind of like the little feminine detail of the bow of that hat on the back. So it was kind of like a good mix. Like her outfit was like, it wasn't super feminine. It was like sort of tomboyish, I guess. But then adding the little hat with the little bow sort of like added that little special bit of like femininity into it. And then her second outfit, I did put her in the playsuit that we got in one of the recent events. I just really love this playsuit. I'm a big fan myself of Lucy and Yak and their clothes, and that is very Lucy and Yak. It even has a little square label on it. So yeah, I just thought that that was very, very Jenna, that she would have something fun like that to wear. And I think I like, oh, she's just so cute. Like every outfit I put her in, I think, oh, she can't look any cuter, and then she does. But for her cold weather fits, like her final ones, I wanted something really bright and bold. She's got like this like pink and blue. Again, she does like rock climbing and snowboarding and skiing, so I wanted to make sure she was nice and warm as well. So that's why I went for that kind of outfit rather than just like a coat and some trousers or something like that. So yeah, she's nice and snuggly. And I gave her like one of the knitted hats from one of the new packs. I believe it's like the autumn pack, the like the little kit that we got recently. But yeah, I just think she looks cute. She looks nice and warm, and she looks like ready for the slopes. Then her very last outfit, like her indoor cold weather fit, I really wanted her to be like super warm and super comfy, because this would be for like if she was at home chilling by the fire, sort of hanging out with her kids, trying to keep them entertained. So I went for like a really big baggy jumper. It's like layered over, I can't remember if it's a shirt or a t-shirt, but you can see whatever the underlayer poking out a little bit anyway. And yeah, I just paired that with some skinny jeans. She doesn't wear skinny jeans very often, but yeah, I like them when there's a big bulky top like that. I quite like having the skinny jeans on underneath it. And then yeah, I put like the UGG kind of boots on just because I thought that like they're nice and warm, and that they are technically slippers, so they would keep her nice and warm while she's like at home chilling out with her little kids. But I think she looks absolutely adorable, and I kind of feel like I want to go and play with the family now. Just because I think she looks the sweetest. But we are going to move on to the kiddos now anyway. And first up is our little Taku. And he is definitely a shy boy. He is definitely not as outgoing as his sister. And that's kind of because of his dad's influence. So you can kind of see it in the colours that I choose to put him in, like for his clothes. They're kind of cooler colours and sort of like blues and like lilacs and things like that, just to sort of like show that his dad has that kind of like influence. Like he's the boy, he's the one that is supposed to keep tradition alive and like pass on like these kinds of things to his future generations. But like that kind of like puts a lot of pressure on Taku, and Taku, like, he's a sensitive boy, he's an art lover, he just wants to like create his art and not have the responsibilities that his dad is trying to give him. So that's kind of like my background for Taku. His sister is, yeah, she bullies him sometimes, but we'll talk a little bit about her when we get to Miki. But yeah, I just think that like I feel a bit sorry for Taku and like the sort of like pressure he's put on by his dad. But like also when it came to picking his clothes, I did pick some like fun clothes as well, because like I think that most of all it would be Jenna that would be picking or buying Taku and Miki's clothes. So I think that like she would be the one that would definitely make sure that they had a little bit more fun in their wardrobe, and that they weren't too like formal, or that like the clothes weren't too sort of like, I don't know, stiff and not very childlike. So it's important that he had clothes that looked like he would be able to play in, that they weren't too like stuffy. So for his first outfit, we got this little tie-dye sweatshirt just to keep him nice and warm in the cooler climate, and some jeans and the little like Timberland style boots. I think this outfit is really cute. It kind of is very reserved, and like obviously it has like the cooler colours, so it like reflects his dad's influence, but at the same time like the tie-dye makes it a little bit more fun. Like I feel like that maybe Jenna would have persuaded him to get, like, instead of a plain blue one, she would have persuaded him to get like the tie-dye one. But yeah, I think that's like a really cute little outfit. I did make Taku hard of hearing and wearing hearing aids. I think this kind of also plays into his shyness, that because he doesn't hear so well, that it's a struggle sometimes for him to communicate, which makes him like a bit more self-conscious about communicating, because he doesn't always hear very well like what people are saying, or like I know from my own personal experiences, like I have a problem with my hearing. I don't wear hearing aids, but I also struggle sometimes if someone speaks quickly, or if someone's got a heavy accent, like it's really hard to communicate, and it makes me feel awful, like keep having to ask them like to repeat themselves or to talk slower or something like that. It like makes me feel self-conscious. So like I kind of like, I understand where Taku like might feel like shyer and more reserved than his sister. His hair I did end up changing. I wanted a haircut that, like, it wasn't too adult, and it was like a little bit more fun. I think like his mom would have been like, what kind of haircut do you want, and like made sure he felt good about going and getting his haircut, and making sure that like he really like had the haircut that he wanted. So obviously he had this little one with the like the shaved sides. I just think like, yeah, it looks cuter than the hair that he had on before. And yeah, I think it's a little bit more cooler. Like, he's got his little his mom's influence. She's like his little cheerleader. She really wants him to like be the best that he can be, and to get everything that he wants. So yeah, she's always there cheering him on, like helping him to like work past his boundaries or push his boundaries, so that he experiences stuff a little bit more. But yeah, I did toy with putting a hat on him, but then once I started putting them on, I wasn't really feeling the hat, so that ended up not working out. But yeah, I think this is like a really cute little first outfit. For his second one, for when the days are a little bit warmer, I did choose this little t-shirt that's like tucked in at the front, and I did pair it with his like denim shorts and some sneakers. I just think like, for one, that's like a really easy like kid outfit, but it's also very sort of like reserved. It's not like fully out there, but he looks cool, and yeah, I really think that like he looks adorable. In his formal outfits, this is where you really see his dad's influence. Like, if Taku could choose what he was wearing, he definitely wouldn't wear what he did wear. But like the first one is a little tux, and I did use like a swatch that had like a pink shirt and a purple bow tie, just because like I feel like that would be his mom's influence. Like, if he's got to be dressed up like this, then maybe it can be a little bit more fun. Like, it doesn't have to be like the traditional like black tuxedo. So it's like a little bit less stuffy. But yeah, I do think he would rather be wearing pretty much anything else than that. And his second formal outfit, you can see like his dad's real big influence on that. For that outfit, I used one of the new outfits from the Royalty and Legacies pack. It's really like, it's very formal and kind of like quite traditional formal. So I feel like that maybe that day Jenna couldn't go shopping with Taku, and so like his dad took him, and he ended up with something that his dad wanted, not something that Taku wanted. Which like, yeah, I don't know, it just makes me feel really sorry for poor little Taku. I feel like his dad just doesn't understand him at all, and is trying to make Taku into someone he is not. And you know, that's not good. You should let people be who they're supposed to be. So I don't think like Taku is super sporty. I think I did like get him to like snowboarding. But I think like the whole family likes snowboarding, just because like it's a family activity, it's just something that they do. So when it came to his like formal outfits, I didn't really think of them as like being like, he's not like on any team, he doesn't belong to any like sports clubs or anything like that. So just got him like a little hoodie. Again, it's one that's like layered, and it's got like quite a nice little pattern, and just some jogging bottoms and trainers. I just wanted him to sort of like be comfortable. Again, it might be something that like maybe he doesn't work out in, maybe he just like goes to the park and runs around like in that kind of outfit. But yeah, that's like what I was thinking. For his second outfit, the one for when it's slightly warmer, I did basically just put him in a t-shirt and not a t-shirt, a little vest top. It's one of the new ones from adventure awaits. And I really liked the swatch that I picked. Had like a little origami animal on it. I think it was a llama, an origami llama. Yeah, an origami llama, and I thought that kind of was nice. There's like the right colours in it, plus also like it kind of has that like origami like Japanese influence from like his heritage and the fact that they live in Mount Komorabi. So I thought that was quite cute, and yeah, that just went with some little shorts. I can't remember, did I give him new trainers? I can't remember if I gave him new different shoes or not, but yeah, it just like mostly was worried about it being like just like simple outfits. I didn't want them to be really heavily like focused on teams or anything for his athletic outfits. For his sleepwear, again, I just wanted like fun sleepwear. So for his first one, he does get one of the SpongeBob t-shirts. Again, I'm not a fan of SpongeBob, but I love the fact that we have something that's like more kid focused. So yeah, that's really why I got all the SpongeBob stuff, because like the kid stuff in this, like, it's not very childish. Like, it's a little bit upsetting sometimes that it's not so childish. But yeah, he's just wearing that with like his like little boxer short pants, and with his Patrick slippers on. And then for his second one, where it's like for when it's colder, I did end up putting him in a onesie, just because like I thought that like he would really like that. It'd be nice and warm, like he could run around the house before bedtime, like all snuggled up in his onesie. And like, yeah, I just like I gave both the kids onesies for their like bedtime, for one of their bedtime outfits. Just, yeah, I just thought it'd be really nice for them to like have something like that. And I think Jenna would wholeheartedly be behind them having a onesie to keep them snuggly and warm at night. The one I ended up choosing for him as well is one of the like void critter ones, which I think that he would have a real big love of. I feel like that's like, other than art, the one thing that Taku loves is void critters. So I think he'd have like tons of the void critter cards, and he'd have like the void critter machine thing that they like can battle on, and consequently obviously Miki would probably have to have some of the cards so that they could play together, because otherwise she can't really play with him. But yeah, I think that like it's quite cute to sort of like bring in little elements like that into his fashion choices. But moving on now to his party wear, I did go for a little like knitted jumper for his very first one. I really like this jumper. I think it's really cute. I did actually pick a pink swatch instead of a like blue swatch, and I feel like that's totally his mum's influence. Like, I feel like his mum is like the queen of knitwear, and so like that kind of like influence is passed on to Taku with his like the fact that he's got a pink one on instead of the blue one like his dad. Again, it's just with some jeans and his little like Timberland boots. It's pretty simple, but like it is like really cute, I think. So his second party wear outfit I absolutely love. It's this like little cute shirt from Enchanted by Nature, I think. And yeah, I just really like it. It's like got a little mushroom pattern on, and then with the little like dark purple shorts. So this think he looks really cool, and I feel like that's his like bold, brave, like I've been invited to a party outfit, like when he's probably feeling at his like his best. which I think is absolutely super cute. With his swimwear, I did put him in a wetsuit. I feel like that Jenna would make sure that he was well covered up from the sun. And yeah, I took the sunglasses off. I don't really like the sunglasses with the swimwear all that much, but I did leave on the like sun cream detail on the face, just because, like, yeah, I think that she'd be quite a protective mom and she'd want to make sure that he was well covered in sun cream. And then, like, his little hot weather outfit, sorry. The very first one, I picked this dungaree set, like the shorts and the t-shirt. Again, it's quite pastel-y colour. There's some pinks in it and some blues, so it's like influence from mama and dad. But yeah, I really like this outfit on him. I think it looks really cute. I went for this like holographic like bucket hat as well for his hat, since the first one I usually do as an outdoor outfit, so like I have the hat and the glasses usually on them. But yeah, I think he looks absolutely like the sweetest. He's like just like really kiddish. I do like that like full body outfit. I think it is like a really cute little outfit, and I like the fact that it kind of like it has colours like influences from his mom and his dad, like in the t-shirt with like the pattern that's on his t-shirt. Then for the second one that like would be more of a sort of like indoor or around the house outfit, I did give him this little pink t-shirt with the like little triangle pattern on, and then he had shorts with a little like jumper or jacket, whatever, tied around his waist. I liked this because like although it doesn't have as much of the blue in, I feel like his mom would be more of an influence when it came to like making sure that like he was covered for like the hot and the cold weather. Plus also like with the that outfit in particular being in like the indoor one, I thought it'd be really good that it was sort of like maybe a little bit bolder, maybe feels a bit more comfortable at home, like being like a bit more a little bit more bold with his fashion choices. And then we go on to the final like cold weather outfits. So his outdoor one, I did pick this like little like snowsuity kind of thing in really bright colours. The reason I did that is because like I feel like Jenna would be like, if they're gonna ski or snowboard, then they need to be really bright so that if they get lost or if something happens while they're on the slopes, they need to be easy to spot from like miles away. So that's why he's so brightly coloured in that outfit. And also he's got the little like bear hat on, which I absolutely love. Miki also ends up with that hat on. I just think like it's like a little cute like twin matchy thing, without it being like matchy, especially because they're not identical twins, they're boy and girl twin. So yeah, I think that's like a cute little like detail between him and his sister. But yeah, again, with his indoor cold weather outfit, I did choose another pink like jumper. Again, I feel like this is his mom's influence, and like with him being at home, he's a bit more comfortable. So yeah, he's in that, and he's like I think I put him in jeans with that, and I'm pretty sure I put him in his Timberlands again. But yeah, I think like it's just like super cute seeing him all like wrapped up and like warm, and like seeing that he's like being taken care of by his mum. But yeah, that's our little Taku, and yeah, I just think he's super sweet, and like I do feel sorry for him, and like I just want to give him a big hug. But I'm going to start talking a little bit about Miki while he's finishing his fashion show. So Miki is basically the complete opposite to Taku. She is, I think her trait is a goofball. So she's like funny and outgoing, and she doesn't mind doing silly things, and she just like, I think her aspiration as well is the sociable one, like the one that requires her to make friends and stuff. So I feel like that she's definitely crazy, like crazy opposite of Taku. And because like she is who she is, she like maybe doesn't really understand why Taku is more reserved, or that like that he's quieter, that maybe he doesn't feel as confident in himself. And I do think that makes her bully him sometimes, that she likes to, like, one of the things that I put in her like was that she likes arguments, and I feel that that is specifically directed to her brother. She absolutely loves arguing with him, like no matter what he says she will argue the opposite. And that like that's the kind of personality that I feel that Miki has, that she's just like, just teases her brother relentlessly, while everyone else she is absolutely best friends with at school. Like I think she is like super popular. So in terms of fashion for Miki, I wanted clothes that were like really fun. So she wears quite a lot of bright colours and patterns, and she does wear very like kid clothes, like definitely not as reserved as her brother's outfit choices. Because she's so like outgoing, and she has a lot of confidence, so I wanted that to be reflected in the clothes that she wears. So her very first outfit is this cute little strawberry dress. I love this dress, and I think it fits really well for like Miki. It's like feminine, but it's also like comfortable for her to like play with her friends, and also it's really cool. Like she looks really cool in it, and I think that's important for Miki. Her shoes, I gave her the little like jelly shoes. I just think they look really cute, and I liked. I kind of thought a little bit more about her accessories. Like I tended to pick a colour and do the accessories in that colour. So for this, like I picked the red from the strawberries and made that like her accessories colour, if you like. She does have on her legs the plasters from Eventual Weights. I gave her like that because I thought that she would definitely be one of those kids that had the forever skinned knees, where she'd been out playing and fallen over, and like I can just see that for her. She is also wearing a little stack of friendship bracelets, and I think that's because of basically her being so popular. She has a lot of friends that she wants to swap friendship bracelets with, so that's why she's got a whole stack of them. She hasn't just got like one or two, she has like a whole stack because she has tons of friends. I am also going to, in my game, make her friends with Billy Yang from City Living, because they used to live in the city. I thought that it would be nice that she still had a friend from the city, so I think I might make them like friends, like maybe make them best friends, as if they were like super close. And like obviously with Miki moving away, that it's a little bit more difficult for them to see each other, but I like the idea that they still keep in touch. But yeah, she's cute. And then hair wise, I did give her space buns. I wanted them to be cool, like her hair to be cool, but also out of her face. So, and I love a space bun, so that's what I ended up doing for her hair. For her second everyday outfit, I did this cute little adventure awaits outfit. I wasn't sure if I was going to pick it at first. I kind of like had a bit of a scroll through to try and figure out like what I wanted, but I did in the end up with that outfit. And because I wanted it for when it was a little bit cooler, I did get her to put some leggings on underneath her like denim dungaree shorts. Oh my god, I couldn't get the word to come to my head then. So yeah, I did that. Like, I wanted it to be for when it was a bit cooler, so I wanted to make sure that she had her legs covered to keep her toasty, and I believe I also paired it with like a pair of sneakers, so she's like ready for running around and like terrorizing the neighborhood in a way that only Miki can. I am quite interested in making her friends with quite a few kids in the game. It's just a matter of like trying to figure out which ones I think she'd be friends with. Yeah, I just think that she's totally rambunctious and just absolutely like would cause havoc like 24/7, because she just she just like feels like she just can't sit down, and she just, yeah, she wants to be doing everything all at once. But I'm going to talk, while we're finishing off her like everyday outfits, I'm going to talk about her like formal outfits. So with the formal outfits, I think that she would be a little bit particular. She would want to look her outfit to look like a formal outfit. She definitely would be fussy, and she would kick up a stink until she got the outfit that she thought was the one that was right for her. So her very first one that she would wear, if it was a little bit cooler, it is like a dress and cardigan. They're both dresses, her formal outfits. I think that would be very important to Miki, that like her formal outfits were dresses. Like, I don't think that she could feel like she was at a formal event or dressed formally enough if she wasn't in a dress. So that's like, that was the kind of thing that was sort of in the back of my mind when I picked her outfits. I did have a quick skim through to see if there were any other formal things that she might like, but yeah, I couldn't really like think that she would wear anything other than a dress, to be honest. So yeah, her first one is this little like dress. It's got like the little floral bit and like the little lacy part on the top. I think it is very feminine and very cute. She's got it with some boots, and she wears some tights underneath, just because like I wanted this for when it's a little bit cooler, where it's got like the little like cardigan on. I thought that would be really good. And like, I think that she picked this because like she really liked the flowers on the skirt. Like, she's like, she thinks that that's really like pretty and like delicate, and I think that she liked the lace around the neckline. Like, that's part of like feeling like a little bit grown up and a little bit like I don't know, like important. Like, she feels like important wearing it, which I think she looks really sweet. And she's got like her little necklace on, and yeah, she just loves to be dressed up. Her second one, I ended up choosing a dress that is a little bit more like traditional. So I feel like that maybe might have been like a little bit of influence from like her dad, that he would want her to have a little bit of tradition in at least one of her outfits. So that's why I went with that. And I just, yeah, with that, she just wore some like little pink shoes, and yeah, she looks really cute in that. Like, I think she likes the fact that she has a mixed heritage, and that like she can show people about like her heritage from like both sides, like with her mum being white and her dad being Japanese. And like, yeah, I just think that she really likes the idea of that little bit of difference that she has in her cultural heritage. So like Taku, her athletic outfits are just sort of like quite like just casual chilling out outfits kind of thing. I don't think she's big into the sports either. She does do a lot of running around and that keeps her nice and fit, but it's not specifically for a sport or for a team or anything like that. She just like has a lot of energy and she burns it off with her friends. So yeah, I just wanted cute little outfits that were like a little bit casual that she would like maybe she'd wear to the park, or if she like had to do like PE or something at school. So yeah, I think she kind of looks really cute. I like this little hoodie that I put on her first one, like with the little star on. I think it's like super cute. It's like, I don't know, she thinks she's the star of all occasions, so I think it's very appropriate that it has a star on, and like it's like very childish and exactly the kind of thing that I was like trying to pick for her. Like, I want childish and fun, and like she just encapsulates all that as a sim. Like she's like the kid of all kids kind of kid. I hope that makes sense. It makes sense to me. Hopefully it makes sense to other people too. But yeah, I just think she looks really cute. And then her second one was just like a pink hoodie. It's from Business and Hobby, so it's got like the little ruffle bits on the sleeves, and then she just got some white joggers with that just to like finish the look. Again, that could just be for her to like be running around in. I don't think she'd really wear it for sports, but yeah, I thought like she looks really cute. And so for her sleepwear, again, I did let her have a SpongeBob themed item. For the first one, she's wearing like the SpongeBob night dress. The swatch I picked was the one that had the snail character, which the name has completely disappeared from my mind. I can't remember what what his name is, but she has that dress on, and she also has the matching slippers that go with that, with the little snail dude on as well. And then for her second outfit, because I wanted her to also have a onesie, she does have a onesie. She has the fluffy monster onesie that we got from the recent event. I think that she is a little monster, so it's entirely appropriate that she's dressed as a little monster while she sleeps. So with her party wear, similar to her formal wear, I really wanted her to feel like she was dressed up and like in clothes that she really wanted to be wearing. So I decided to go for the little outfit that came with royalty and legacies. So she's got this cute little ruffly top, and then she has the matching trousers with the little ruffles around the bottom to match. I just think that like it's not formal enough to be a formal outfit, but it is just right for her having it for a party outfit. But I think she looks really cute, and I think she would absolutely love being at someone's birthday party dressed in that, and she'd feel like the coolest kid in the world, because basically she would be the coolest kid in the world. Her second of her outfits is something I decided to go a little bit darker with her second outfit. She does have a little shirt and cardigan that I believe is from Life and Death, and then she has a little sparkly skirt that like matches the colour of the cardigan. I kind of chose that because I think that like obviously, one, I wanted something that was for when it was a little bit cooler. And I couldn't really decide, like there wasn't any dresses that really spoke to me and like made me want to pick that for the cool, like a cooler weather outfit. So that's why I ended up with doing the separate. So yeah, instead of a dress, she does have the top and the skirt, but I quite liked that it like looked maybe a little bit more mature. Maybe she's like, this is my grown-up party outfit. This is for when I go to like maybe older families birthday parties. Maybe she'd go to like, I don't know, an older cousin's party like that or something. But yeah, that's what I was really like hoping to achieve with her party outfits. She does have, with that outfit, she has possibly, I can't remember if I put her in boots or shoes. I think she might have some little boots, and obviously she has tights to keep her legs warm because that would be the outfit for the cooler weather. So yeah, I think she looks quite cute, very grown up in her second party outfit. So when it came to her swimwear, again, I didn't spend a lot of time, like I don't really spend a lot of time on anyone's swimwear, but I put her in in a little like two-piece bikini or tankini really thing. She has that, and I left the sunscreen on her face as well again. But yeah, I just thought that was quite a cute little outfit. It's quite cool, and like I think she'd like feel comfortable wearing that at the beach. Her hot weather outfit, I absolutely love the very first one. I did a very similar outfit to this for when we did the event a little while ago. I can't remember what it was called, but the event that we got, like Forever Friends or something like that. I like adopted a kid in my save for that, and yeah, she ended up wearing a very similar outfit, just in different swatches. So there's this little dress. I went for the pink and red version for her, for my one in my save. Like the kid that I adopted, they were a little bit more gothy, so they went for a darker version of this outfit. But yeah, I just think this looks really cute. I put the little shorts on, just so that she can run about and play, and it doesn't matter if her dress blows up because she's got shorts on underneath it. And yeah, and then she's got the little red accessories, so the red hat, and she's got like red on her sunglasses, and like red shoes, and I'm pretty sure I put red earrings on her as well, probably a red necklace. But yeah, I love this little outfit. I think this is like super cool. Like it's just one of the coolest kid outfits. And then her second one, for like maybe if she was at home, I just did this little pink jumpsuit with some sandals. I just think it's like nice and sort of chilled out for her to play out at home. Yeah, I just think she looks really cute. She's so like cool. She's such a little diva. And then we move on to the cold weather outfits, so our final outfits for her. Her very first one is an outdoor one, I believe. I did that first. She has separates on rather than a full body outfit. I put her in the jacket that I think, yeah, it is the Snowy Escape one. But yeah, this little jacket, I picked the bright pink version. Again, like her brother, she has to be in bright clothes. She likes being in bright clothes anyway. But her mum was like, you have to be in bright clothes so I can see you, like, if you have an accident when you're snowboarding. So yeah, she's nice and bright in her like full pink outfit. She's got her big like snow boots on and gloves, and hat wise she does have a bear hat like her brother. I think I did a different colour though, did I, for hers? I can't remember. Yeah, I did the pink and white one for her. And then her second outfit for when she's at home, I did kind of struggle a little bit. I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to put her in. Like, it was kind of difficult. Like, there's lots of summery clothes that I really liked for her, but when it came to like needing clothes that were like a bit warmer, it was a little bit more difficult. But I ended up with this cute little dungaree dress and little polo neck underneath it. She has that with tights and trainers, I believe. So she's nice and warm in her little dress for going around the house. But like, yeah, she's so sweet and I absolutely love her. But we are coming to the end now, so I am going to say that it would be really cool if you could like and subscribe, and if you do want to download them, the information will be in the description. But yeah, if you could like and subscribe, that would be awesome. And yeah, I just really love these guys. I had a lot of story for them. I feel like I could write a novel with everything that I know about these guys. But I'm gonna say goodbye now and leave you with the rest of her outfit. So dag dag, and I hope you all have an awesome day.